So, I am going to do a quick vlog talking about something that is very important to me and a lot of members of my family, and that's books. I love books. My mom loves books, my grandma loves books, my grandpa loves books. A lot of members of my family actually really like books. So, today I'm just going to talk to you about why I feel like reading is important and why I feel like more people should read nowadays. And I know Kindles and all that, but I'm talking about like hardcore novels, actually reading a book. See, my mom uses a Kindle, and that's fine. I don't care if you use a Kindle, but I just feel like holding a book in your hand, it just feels more authentic to me. So, I'm going to talk to you about a few book series I read and that what I really love to read. So, first off, I'm going to grab the first book, the book that I'm currently reading right now, and that is Envision by Sherilyn Kenyon. This is the author of the Chronicles of Nick series. This is a book in the Chronicles of Nick series. It's the new one. I think it's number 7 in the series. I just started it. I'm only a couple pages in. I'm not even close to being finished. I just got it yesterday. So, but I'm reading it. I love this book series just because of the sheer craziness, and my name is Nick, so that's why I bought it's funny, the actual reason I bought the book is because it said Chronicles of Nick on it. I was like, I want to read it. And it hooked me. Like, at first I was like, okay, what's kind of weird, because I started with the second one. I jumped in with the second one because I didn't realize it was a series. Didn't realize there was there was one before that. So, but the book series is amazing. I just think it's crazy because he deals with a lot of normal problems, and he deals with a lot of weird problems. Like, he's the half son of a demon. He's like destined to destroy the world, and it's crazy. Like, he deals with all those problems, and then he's like, I need to get into a good college, and I need to get a girlfriend. Like, he deals with problems like that, and it's hysterical in these books. Like, this one, so far, he's like, at the beginning, the first thing he's doing, he's stress eating. He's like, I'm gonna destroy the world, as he's eating like baguettes and stuff, like a powdered sugar covered pastry, and like he's got like plates stacked above him. And it's hysterical. Like, he's just, I'm so sad, and like he's like angry because they took his mom and stuff and all that. And it's just, it makes me laugh. Like, just, I've actually laughed out loud while reading a couple of these books. My mom's like, what's so funny? I'm like, because this book, it's hilarious. And another book series I've read the entire series of the book because they don't make them anymore, is, give me a second. So this is the first one. This is the Young Samurai book. I know my book's really beat up is because it's really old and I got it when I was little. But this is the first book series I've ever I'm like, I need to read the rest of them. And like, it's about this like European kid washing up on Japan and like feudal Japan times, like being raised by a samurai and trained in the ways of them. And he becomes one of the greatest, and then like later on in the series he gets cast out and he becomes a ronin. And then he trains with ninjas and stuff. So he trains as a samurai and as a ninja. It's just another really good. I know, I really love books. So it's just another really good series, and you probably guessed from if you watched our Welcome to the Channel video, I read comics all the time. I don't plan on talking about books a whole lot, but I just wanted to do a video on those. So, but yeah, like, I wish more people would read. Like, I go to school and I get laughed out for reading by other kids because they're like, why would you read a book when you could just go watch a movie? I'm like, because books are authentic. I feel when the act of actually holding a book and reading it feels so authentic to me. It just makes me feel good about myself, and it's just fun. Like, it's quiet and peaceful. I get to dive into my own land, and like I can see it in my head. I can, like, this is how I pictures it, and they might be turning the Chronicles of Nick series into a movie pretty soon, is what I heard. And I will go see those. I'll probably be slightly disappointed. I'll be like, but that was not okay. But hopefully it'll be super good, and like they'll make movies on the entire series. So I was just gonna say, I hope that movie does well, and I really look forward to seeing it adapted to the big screen. But I don't know what it's gonna be like, obviously, because I know the books and I know what it should be like, because I've read the books, and it should be super crazy and good. But I don't know what they'll do because it could go. It's on the fence. It could be super good or it could hop the border and get in trouble, be bad. But anyways, and another thing I want you to look forward to is I recently picked up a new figure from like just a toy store that I found in Albany, and that's the NECA Kratos from God of War 3. And I love this game series, and I love this figure, so I'll review this soon. And another thing, I would show you the comic book I was gonna review, but it's packed away right now. But yeah, that figure should be getting reviewed really soon, really soon. I'm super excited to review it because it's just so much fun to pose, and I'd love to mess around with it while talking about it to you guys. So, to the 9 subscribers to my channel, peace out. Have a good day. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Have fun with my channel. Later.
Hey guys, now it's my turn to start talking about books, and I get to listen to Nick's spiel about them. And so, like Nick, I've been reading for a long time. I have. Ever since I was little, I've been reading books a lot. I still do. I still read a lot. And it's a cool thing to do. I enjoy reading a lot. I mean, when I was in 5th grade, I read the entire Harry Potter series in like 4 months, and I read the Hunger Games when that was a popular thing. I read that in like 2 weeks, I think. And again, all 3 of those books only add up to like 1 Harry Potter, so. But I read a lot. I mean, partially why I have glasses now is the fact that I read so much, and nowadays I play video games so much, so I've always got something up to my face. You can't hear me now. But yeah. But I always had, up close and personal, so that's partially why I'm nearsighted now and I've wear glasses just seeing off in the distance. And I mean, so it's kind of a testament to show you how much I actually read and how much I do read, and you hear Nick talking about how he likes how holding a book in your hand is authentic, and I mean, I enjoy that too, I really do, but I'm okay if I have to read on, I have a Kindle, and I enjoyed reading on there too, because it was lightweight, and I was able to take like 5 books with me at a time, basically, so if we went on a trip, I didn't have to have this big stack of books to carry around all the time. I just had my little Kindle. I was like, yay, I'm a cool little 10-year-old getting a Kindle. And that was like the biggest thing to me, was when I got a Kindle. I'm like, oh my god, I can read all I want now. And that was really nice thing to have, because the fact that I was able to read, and I was able to do a lot more on that. Well, then, like, the Hunger Games, like, I keep using that as a size comparison, compared to like a Harry Potter book. And I read the Harry Potter size books more often, those little dinky ones. So I can tear through those dinky ones in like no time at all. I sat it in 2 days. And at one point, my librarian at my old school, she just like, when I started reading the Harry Potter books, she let me like borrow her own personal copies to use and to read, because she knew that I take care of my books and that they wouldn't get lost, and that I would get them back to her relatively quickly. And I mean, I've got a pile of papers sitting over there. They're just little short stories that I got in English that I've saved throughout the whole year. Like all the stories my teacher gave us the whole year, I've saved them to read them this summer, and to reread them, and just because that's what I do. I mean, he'd like, sometimes he'd have extras sitting from the higher level classes, and I'd just sneak one and take it while he wasn't looking. Like on the way out, I just grabbed what they were reading for the day, and I just take it home and read it. Like the I, Robot, the actual book, not the Will Smith movie, but the actual book, I just read that 2 nights ago. Read the entire thing, and it's like, it was only 100 pages, I mean, but that was just me. I decided to read the whole thing just for the heck of it. And I don't just read, like, I read a whole, like, lot of books. I read one time over spring break. I was bored, so I just went through the books we had. I read a vampire book. I read a book about like just magical gauntlet that this kid finds, and turns out he's some great prophet, warrior, wizard thing, and then it was a good book, and I just read it, and I reread it like 3 times because I enjoyed it. Like the Hobbit series, I read that as a challenge for my library when I was a little kid. I read that and I found that interesting, and I wanted to go and read The Lord of the Rings now. I never got around to it, but I plan to. That's a lot of my stuff. I plan to, but I never get around to it. But yeah, that's just me. I enjoy reading all kinds, all types. I mean, and I always like reading the book before I go watch the movie, if there's one. It's like the Harry Potter. I read the books before I watched the movies. And I mean, to me, the book is always better because you always get more insight into what the character's thinking, what they're doing, why they're doing it, more importantly. Because in the movie, they either have to say it, or you have to be really perceptive and know, like, people very well to understand why they're doing this. And they don't get that across as well as they do in books, where the author can just, oh, he's doing this because of some long-lost family heirloom that he's trying to recover. Whereas in the movie, they're like, the character has to go out and say, like, I'm looking for this, 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 and this. And they're like, oh, okay, and then the audience finally understands why he's doing that. And then they just get, like, this sentence, like, it's being told to them. They don't get all the emotional backstory that goes with it. And you're able to get that in books, and I enjoy that. I enjoy getting into the characters' heads and getting to understand why they're doing this and whatnot. And that's just me. I enjoy knowing, I guess, more of everything that's going on compared to just bang, bang, shoot, shoot, explosion, Michael Bay style. And so that's just me. But thank you guys for watching. That's my spiel on books. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.